All right, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Romantic versus TBC BM. What's going to be happening here and what is unfolding in this matchup here on Twisted Meadows. Let's go ahead and turn off Fog of War, as Romantic has spawned as the human player on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, TBC BM has spawned as the red Undead. Let me check something over here real quickly. All right, everything does seem to be okay. For a second, I thought I did not record my previous game, and well, that would have been bothering me throughout much of the cast, thereby distracting me. Anyways, what's going to be happening here in this human versus undead matchup? We do see a speed build on the Altar of Kings already, so the Archmage should be popping on out at the minute 45-second mark, and it is actually going to come out at the minute 40-second mark. Very, very early Archmage, as he brings in a couple of militia, drops a Water Elemental, and might try to take down this Acolyte here as well. Archmage is going to be coming across. Hopefully this Acolyte does not get a kill, at least for Romantic. As you can see that Acolyte is taking a good bit of damage here. All right, let's see how this is all going to be unfolding. Going to go ahead and engage. There's the boulder onto one of those militia. Water Elemental tanking that damage. Acolyte deciding to back off as the Death Knight now makes its way across the map. It is going to take some time to get there, allowing the Archmage to get to level 2. Twisted Meadows, a map that I know a lot of human players really enjoy just because of the easy access to this particular creep camp. You got some good items there. Forest Troll Trapper does come in with another ensnare, making it easier to take down this footman if the Death Knight had tried to make its way over. Archmage with a Belt of Giant Strength, not the item he was looking for, but he'll definitely take it, as it does give him an extra 150 hit points. Up to 625 instead of 475, as we are now looking at the human base setting up that arcane tower and trying to get underway. Still sitting at 27 over 30 supply. Meanwhile, Undead taking the tier 2 with only one Ziggurat in play. Interesting choice, as he places another Ziggurat in the back of his base. That's going to make it difficult to try to do any Zeppelin drops in there, as you don't have the room to maneuver and walk around. However, what is TBC BM's long-term strategy? TBC BM is hoping to get to a very fast tech to tier 2, but if it gets caught, well, the Archmage may try to put in pressure with his particular army. Let's take a look at this. Oh, who got the experience? I believe that's the Death Knight did in fact get the experience there with that Death Coil. He did end up having to use 775 mana in order to finish off the kill, but better than to allow your opponent to get that little bit of extra experience. Now, Romantic is playing this game very, very cautiously, saving his mana for the upcoming fights. Now, we are looking at perhaps an expansion attempt now. We are still training up more peasants, so this game is going to benefit Romantic if it goes long. Archmage now heading back off to the north here, almost at maximum mana already, and should get to level 3 off of this Ogre Magi creep camp. If we see an expansion set up, it is going to be very, very difficult for TBC BM to really gain any footing or traction in this game here. As you can see, Forest Troll Trappers are trying to maneuver all the way around. Water Elemental absorbing a lot of damage. The Trappers already taken out here, as the Water Elemental getting just absolutely surrounded by the 3 Ogre Warriors, or the 3 Ogres, almost taken down well, much more quickly than I would have imagined, as we now see also a Talisman of Evasion being dropped. That Archmage having a lot more effective hit points. Effectively, the Talisman of Evasion is like a Ring of Protection +3. You can take my word for it. You don't have to have me explain all the math. It is about the same, so assume that Archmage has about 7 armor right now. 7 armor on a 675 hit point is well, difficult to take out, to say the least, especially if we are going to be looking at Priest being added in the middle portion of this next fight. We are looking at the Halls of the Dead already being done here. Lich is being upgraded, and we are getting that Slaughterhouse into play. Now, Undead players have recently been going for mass obsidian statues, somewhere around 5, and then destroyer upgrades, absorbing the mana off of each to shut down the expansion. That has been a tried and true strategy as of late, as the Death Knight now wandering across in here. Will he be able to take down that Arcane Tower? No, it does not look like it. And with this Arcane Tower up, the Death Knight and TBCBM may be just forced to wait and to come back when he has a larger army. No tech to tier 2 tier 3 as of yet. We should be starting the Obsidian statue training and then just trying to max out on all of that mana. Then by the time you move across the map with those Obsidian statues, get over here, that should be enough time to finish your Obsidian statue training, or destroyer form training, as we're looking at the Obsidian or the Arcane Tower just eating through all of these skeletal minions. Down they go once more. Lich now making its way out across the field. Footman gonna go ahead and dive on inside here. There is the tech to tier 3 with those Obsidian statues now being added. TBCBM, it doesn't look like he's making good use of his time. He knows he wants to put pressure, but by simply sitting there, he's not doing anything at all. A lone Archmage and Water Elemental back down across over here. Staff of Teleportation, and all of a sudden, that lone footman dive turned into a great maneuver. All right, ghouls are going to end up getting taken out there. There is still a Water Elemental, a Spirit Tower now trying to be added as well. This low hit point ghoul, what is it going to do? Should it try and get away? I do believe so, but instead it just sticks around far too long. Back off to the north. Lich is going to go ahead and try and take down this Arcane Tower. Not going to work out. That Arcane Tower is just a thorn in the side of TBCBM. Death Coil not in time either, as TBCBM is still in major trouble. Militia now heading back once again. Death Knight now heading back down. Let's take a look down across here. Archmage able to finish off a lot more units. We are at Halls of the Dead still, and TBCBM does not look like he's going to be able to mass up a large enough army to really combat the tower or this expansion attempt here. Footman does get taken down. Crypt Fiend's going to continue to try and put pressure onto this Arcane Tower, but the guard towers are in the back nearing completion. Death Knight sitting at level 3, Lich sitting at level 1. More and more damage is being added here. Archmage could get to level 4 potentially, and at level 4, the level 2 Water Elementals are going to be, dropping very frequently. Until we see a lot more Obsidian statues, which we don't see right now. We are not even at Black Citadel upgrade since we were forced to train up more Acolytes, and things are just starting to tip more in favor of, you guessed it, Romantic. Romantic looking to perhaps save this expansion here. Knocking on the door, not that big of an issue. We are going to be getting up a Mountain King as well. More scout towers are being placed down as the Water Elementals in that front line position, able to absorb a lot of that damage. Archmage looking to back off again. A new Water Elemental being thrown down. Still plenty of mana, still ready to go, as the Footman could end up just getting death coiled again. No, trying to run around every which way. Nowhere to run, as I believe did the guard towers get the killing blow, or the Crypt Fiends? Not quite sure. All right, Death Knight now makes its way over as well. Water Elemental going after that Crypt Fiend. Death Knight trying to bring up the rear, and it looks as though he'll be able to save that in just a moment. 48 supply compared to 38 by TBCBM. Black Citadel finally being added here. What is the current resources? Romantic still ahead just because he has the expansion, and this is just not looking good. Water Elementals in the back putting pressure onto the Crypt Fiend. We saw a cancellation of the Arcane Vault, but it is not going to win out all that much as another Crypt Fiend gets taken down. Archmage still holding strong. Will be able to continue to put pressure down here as the Death Knight. Is it going to be able to save this Crypt Fiend? No, it will not, as the Mountain King on the board with a bit of experience. Footman now running back here. We are upgrading the castle, and Romantic. This is just a large hill to try and overcome, and TBCBM realized it. Romantic taking this game from TBCBM. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.